Hey, welcome to the end of Ghostbusters month. I know I said I was going to do real Ghostbusters and finish the wave of the heroes, but you know what? I'm going to pull a little bit of an audible here, and instead I saw Frozen Empire a couple times this past weekend, and every theater I went to, I grabbed some more merchandise because I know you guys really appreciated checking out the popcorn buckets we showed you last time, and the Slimer plushie as well, but there are a lot of different things out there from different theaters. Regal, AMC, Cinemark all have their own stuff. And they focused on two things, props and Pufts. The mini Pufts, super popular. They made an appearance again. You can see in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler. And then the props, the traps. Two different kinds of traps, two different very awesome things about them. I will show you guys in just a moment. And there are other odds and ends out there as well. We'll check out. This isn't everything. There are a ton more. I did have the new Ecto-1 popcorn bucket on order. I don't think it's shipping until next month, if not later. It's very similar to the Afterlife version. I think it is the same exact thing. It's just a repaint of it. So that will have the flashing lights on it as well. It doesn't hold a ton of popcorn, but it looks pretty cool. And there are other odds and ends out there. I didn't get all the cup toppers because it was a $30 bucket and topper with a cup combo. So they only sell it in those sets. So you'd have to keep spending $30 to get each one of these little toppers, which is kind of annoying. I'm sure there are other little things out there. I got one of the shoulder buddies. I didn't get both shoulder buddies. So I'll show you guys a good variety of everything that is out there and tell you where you can get it. And you can try to grab it up while it's still available before it disappears and only becomes available on eBay. So why don't I bring you in closer and we'll check out these items. All right, well, I gave you a little tease of this when I did the Slimer video. This is one of the core 3 plushies that are available. These are both at Cinemark. These are also at Regal and at AMC. They were on the website. It's a set of 3 you can get. They retail for about $10.99 each or $11.99 depending on where you go. And essentially this one is the the s'more sandwich version of the plush. So he's kind of flat. He's got these graham crackers and this chocolate sewn to the top and bottom of here. And then I like how he has this nice little tassel here is separate as a piece. And he's got that great grimace on his face. So that is essentially this mini Puff plush you can get. The other mini Puff plush you get at the same locations is this one with the 3D glasses. This is kind of my favorite because it's more of a doll version of the mini Puff. He's wearing these 3D glasses on there, so you know he's ready for a film. And again, these were the same price. Doesn't say, this one says 12 on it. This one I think I paid $10.99 for. I got it at Regal. So they had these in abundance. They had all 3 of these two, and then Slimer. So they were available kind of everywhere opening weekend of this film. So you could get these guys easily. So I think they're pretty cool. I really like how this one came out. Is at this great look with these sewn on glasses or these goggles on there. The other plush is the shoulder buddies. Now I didn't see these anywhere. Some people said they got them at AMC. A friend of mine was at the premiere in New York. He got it from the AMC that's I think in Times Square. I have not seen them available on the website. I barely see them available on eBay. But there are 2 versions. There's this one with the smile, and then you could see this one over here with sort of the grimace with the tongue sticking out. Basically, he comes, I already opened him because I had him on my shoulder when watching the movie. He comes with this little sort of tag instruction manual right here, and inside is the magnetic portion. And the way it works basically is, you see here, you just slip the little magnetic portion under your collar, onto your shoulder, and then he will just, you know, stick onto it and then hang out there. So pretty cool. He's probably a little bit bigger than scale would be for these guys. I think this is probably, I don't know, 30% bigger. He should probably only be about this tall, and this is a little bit taller if he were to stand up. So I think this is awesome, and it wouldn't surprise me if this was available more places, but sold out instantly. Just a lot of fun. I think this retailed closer to $20. I want to say it was probably around 18 or something like that. But again, I did not see it anywhere. So this one I can't help you on. I just know that some people have got it at AMC. Not on their website. I have not seen it at any of the AMCs I've been to, so it's either sold out or they're just starting to get them in, or I don't know what. But this guy has been tricky to find, same with his counterpart. But I think this might be the coolest one. If you're not looking for like a full-on plush doll, this guy is the coolest one just because he can sit on your shoulder with that plus feature. So outside of that, we got this little cup. This came from Regal, and this cup you could see here could fit different little of these things on them, these little statues or figures. They came with 4. There was a No Ghost logo. There was the RC Trap Slimer, which I'll show you in a minute, and then the mini puffed Steppy on a Stay Puft Marshmallow. So that is just essentially, and I'll show you here. He sits in here and on this thing, and that's it. Doesn't have the best stay on there. So if you were seeing it in 40X, like this thing popped off the cup when I was in the seat watching Ghostbusters. So yeah, he's the other little collectible you could get there. They had a Slimer, and then the No Ghost, and then the RC Trap. So the cup wasn't that bad. It had the Proton Pack on it. I mean, it's not a fantastic cup, but it came as part of that set. So more puffs. We have the Mini Puff Popcorn Ball. Popcorn Bowl. Now, the Popcorn Bowl is a rehash of the Afterlife Popcorn Bowl, as far as I understand. I think originally that one was Cinemark only, and this one I got from Regal. So this one maybe just made a wider release, but he could hold a fair amount of popcorn in there. I'm not exactly sure how much, 30-something ounces maybe. And it's just on the front says quality marshmallows right across the front here. There's no theater unique logo like we saw on the Slimer Bowl or the Slimer Popcorn Bowl where it had the Cinemark on it. But it's fun. I mean, it's a great look for the mini puff. He's captured that childlike wonder in the face, all the great little details on there. And that's really it. I'm looking on the bottom to see. This says 2024 this time, Columbia Pictures. So it doesn't have a reprint of the 2001 Afterlife Bowl look. But I think it's a pretty nice one just if you're a huge mini puff fan. Great little bowl. You could probably display your little guys in there too. So a great little bowl. Now the other one here is one of my favorites. This is the Sipper, the Mini Puff Sipper. This one you can get from AMC. We picked it up at AMC. I haven't seen it anywhere else. I think this is new for this year. I don't think this was out with Afterlife. And it comes with the little guy here and then this reusable red straw, which I'm trying to open here. I think this is kind of like a rubber, so you could wash it, maybe even use it in the dishwasher and then reuse it. So that's pretty nice that they give you the straw to sort of complete the look. And yep, here we go. Trying to get it out. Yep, there it is. And then the reusable straw here. So that sticks out a little bit. What I also like about this, in addition to having this nice grimace, is you could lift the head up and rotate it. And, well, sort of. Somehow, you just kind of lift it up, I guess, and turn it the other way. And then you get a second head on here. So you could have either the less grimacing look or the grimacing look. So I thought it would turn, but I guess you have to pop it off. But that is fun. It has 2 optional heads on there, so you could spin it around and have a different head look on it. And it's just the mini puffed squatting there. And it's a sizable drink. I mean, it's probably equivalent to a large. This one also says 2024, so again, branded for Frozen Empire and for this year. This Sipper was kind of hard to find, and I know it's probably one of the more desired mini puffed items out there that is not a plush. I would say this one, number 1, the hardest to find. This one, number 2. This was $20 at AMC, and they would fill it up for you if you bought it to consume. I just went in and bought it because I wanted it. So this guy was AMC. I didn't see it on the website. It might have been there and then it sold out when all their stuff launched about, I want to say almost a month before the movie. They might put it back on there. You got to check out AMC movie merchandise and see if it comes back up there. Just put an alert for it, but this is a pretty cool little drink cup thing. So I like how it's designed to go with it, much more so than this version, which is just a cup with a print on it. So this was the only kind of sipper that I saw out there for this movie. So pretty nice. I know desired, hard to find, but that was AMC. All right, that is all of our puffed stuff. There's quite a bit out there, and this isn't exhaustive because there's still another version of him out there. But I think this is everything, just minus the second version of him for the mini Pufts. There are tons of other stuff out there, but now I'm going to show you guys the traps, and we'll check out the two different traps that were available. All right, these are our two traps. Now, we have one from Regal, one from AMC. I want to say this AMC one caused quite a commotion. It went up for sale at, I think, noon on the 23rd, and that website kept crashing as people were just every hour almost from midnight on, people were spamming that site trying to get this trap. And when it finally launched, it sold out in like 10 seconds. It is awesome, and I'll show you why in a minute. I want to start with the Regal one. The Regal one's pretty cool too. They're both different, which is the other thing about them. They're not exactly the same here. So this one is actually an abundance at Regal. My Regal still has a ton of these. They're cheaper too. These are only $25. The AMC one's $40. But I love the level of detail on these things. And I'm sorry, this is popping open as I'm getting there. So the handle for this trap is actually in the top here. So you have to open it to get the rest of it together. The AMC one comes pre-assembled. It also comes a little bit weathered. So I kind of like that function on it. So you're just gonna supposedly just pop the handle in here. And there we go. That's it. There's a little battery thing on here. Okay. So we're gonna close this one up. All right, so I love some of the detail on here. They have the little resistor on the side here. These dials turn here. These are plastic screws on here. They have the sticker on it. The wheels on here are functional, so you could actually roll it out, which is awesome. Same with the other side. Look, it's got the danger sticker. It's got a functioning dial on here. And then what's really great about it is you operate the switch. It springs the trap, the light comes on the panel on the top there, if you could see that, and then it has your trap where your popcorn would be. Does not fit a whole lot of popcorn. That's the disappointing part to it. Not a ton of popcorn, but this is a really cool trap, and I would say it's probably much better in detail than the Spirit trap. If you're one of those modders out there. It's even got the prong on the back for connecting it, more dangerous stickers here. And you could definitely mod this and just use it as a prop trap. I mean, it's got that functionality where it opens. It's got some lights going on it. You could open this up and put new batteries in it if you wanted to. So you can keep using it. I kind of like that aspect of it as well. So I would say that is pretty cool. I mean, that is really nice to have all those little features on there. Not bad for $25, I mean, because that's kind of what the Spirit trap retails for. Plus you're getting popcorn in it, so you're getting a little bit more value. I don't know, I wouldn't put popcorn in this. I bought it as is and just kept it in the package. I did not want to get popcorn all over this thing. So yeah, I kind of like it. I love how it's detailed. It's got everything right going on with it, and it's got that sliding function as the trap does. So here is the other version, the AMC version. And this one made people go kind of crazy for it. And you can see, I think it's a little bit, it's not as tall, but I feel like it's a little bit longer than this trap. The decor on it is, it's a little bit nicer because it's got some weathering on it. These dials still turn. These, I think, are real screws and not plastic because they feel cold like they're metal. So they probably just use metal screws to screw this together. You can see it's got a lot of the same detail in there. It's missing the little sticker up here. And then on this side, it's got, instead of the danger level it should have, it has a warning. It's a little bit of a different dial, but it's a little more sturdy here. And then it's got some more weathering. So it's very similar in its design. A couple things are different. And then you see the light here in the back. This light doesn't do anything, it doesn't light up. This switch doesn't function. And I'm going to take this little energy field out for a second. You got this, it does have the wheels, so it functions like the other one. This is where the popcorn goes. So it could definitely hold a lot of popcorn. And then I'll show you the light feature because that looks good with this. So this one you just turn on and it stays on. So you flick the switch, if I could find it. There we go. So you turn, it's hard to see in here with the light beaming on it, but it kind of glows really nice in the periphery here with the No Ghost logo. So this is where your popcorn would go in this bowl. And you could actually eat it in here. It doesn't get in the trap. It doesn't ruin the trap. And then you could just remove the popcorn bowl, and then you could actually eat it in here and not have the trap. And then you have your trap here, which you could actually close the top, but there is no button, as far as I could tell, that opens it. You have to manually go in there and open it. But you have that light in there again, so if you wanted to modify this and use this as a real trap, that is pretty cool. So it doesn't have a light up front dial like the Regal one does. So there's plus and minuses to each one. I mean, it's a lot brighter on the inside. And I wish it had a button for the doors to eject like the Regal one does. Then I would say it's just absolutely amazing. But it definitely has a lot of weathering going on this trap. So you can see on the top here, it's definitely aged a little bit better than the Regal trap. So it looks like an older used trap. So it's still really cool. And especially with this dimension on it to help it hold popcorn, it just looks really cool. Because it has that beam effect, like it's coming out to catch a ghost. And then when you turn it on, and I have to look at it every time, it kind of lights up that way. But the Regal trap, like I said, this trap comes in here, you flick the switch, you get the light in the back, you get the light on the front and the dial here, the doors pop open. It doesn't have a light on the inside, but other than that, it's got a lot of really cool things going on for it. I mean, they both have their sort of pros and cons. It's hard to pick a favorite. I needed both because this one, while it has some cooler weathering looks to it and has this giant little containment field that actually holds popcorn and that pretty cool, nice light effect, it doesn't have some of these other parts on here, like the dial in the front that glows. It doesn't have the opening doors, the light in the back. It's missing all of that, and that's a shame. And then this one has like the actual danger labels and stuff like that on it as well. But yeah, this one has real screws. I mean, they're both kind of pros and cons here. You're going to want them both. So there's nothing wrong with having more than one trap. So yeah, these are both pretty cool. As popcorn buckets go, they're amazing. Yeah, this one's probably the more functional one. I think it's like, I don't know, it was a lot more popcorn than this one. I can't remember. Maybe 35 ounces versus like 16 or way less than that in this other one. So this one could definitely hold popcorn. So that is the big pro with the AMC version. And yeah, so this one's a lot cheaper though. So try to grab them both. Like I said, this one seems to be more in abundance. You can even pre-order this one on Regal and they'll ship it out, I believe, a month or so. If you didn't get it while it was in stock or at the theater. This one was on the website and it disappeared. So I think maybe call your AMC, ask them if they still have the trap, if you can go grab it, and then don't wait, go grab it. So yeah, I mean, these are starting to sell on eBay for like upwards of $100, which is ridiculous. But people bought them off the website and now they're reselling them, or they grabbed them from the store and they're reselling them. But they're both pretty cool. I just wanted to show you guys what the two options are. And that are available, and that you could try to still track down while the movie's still running and these promotional items are still out there. So why don't we take a look at a couple of the mixed bag items last. Okay, we're going to do a little roundup of non-puffed or trap-themed merchandise. There was a $30 3-pack from Regal, and you got this bucket filled with popcorn. And you can see the raised logos on here for Ghostbusters. The icicles are all raised, and the No Ghost logo. Then you got the Ecto, and then you got Garaka on the back. So this was a gigantic popcorn tin bucket that you got with the $30 combo. And then you got this cup, and it came with multiple little guys on there. I showed you the mini puffed. Here is the Slimer. We got this great Slimer here. He is translucent. He's got that butt on him again, and he's kind of hanging off of there. So $30, you got these three items filled with soda and popcorn. I mean, soda was usually $10 for Regal. Popcorn is usually like 10, 15 bucks. So it was kind of on par. Problem is you had to spend $30 every time you wanted one of these. So if you wanted a mini puffed and a Slimer and a No Ghost logo and the RC trap, you're spending $120. So that was kind of problematic to get that set. The other big item that I found from, I think this was from Regal as well, is the No Ghost pillow. problematic this one was because it's only available online as far as I can tell. It should be in some Regal theaters. I never saw one. It's really nice. It's this nice soft plush pillow here. He's got the arm sticking out past the pillow, so it kind of etches the entire design here of the No Ghost, and just black back, but really nice plush little pillow, good for a couch or for designing in a room here. This was only around 15 or 20, I believe, and only on the website. You have to hit the notify me button to see if it comes back in stock. But this one I only found through Regal so far, whereas the plush of the mini puff in the Slimer and the S'more mini puff, that was kind of everywhere. Everyone had it on their site for $30 for the 3-pack. This was only, I saw at Regal. The last item is going to be the glass from Alamo Drafthouse. And I think this is the Mondo designed cup. I can't remember. I just know every time they have a glass that's designed by Mondo, it doesn't say on here if it is or not, but it does have the Alamo Drafthouse logo on there. So you have this nice frozen empire where it has the little icicles coming through, and then of course it's got Slimer, because Slimer's awesome. So this is nice on the glass here, printed, and they make a pretty decent quality glass. I have a ton of them from the Star Wars films, and I got the one as well from the 2016 Ghostbusters when they did that. So those two glasses, that one just had the Ecto on it. So this is the other Slimer collectible that is out there. This is a pretty nice quality glass, and I don't think they had one for Afterlife. I can't recall, but this one's pretty awesome. So just a little mix in variety of other items you can get out there that aren't puffed or trap related. There is much, much more, but this is just an assortment of stuff that we grabbed in a little roundup. And that's it. That's the roundup of everything we found. I know it's a lot, but it's never enough. I mean, there is a lot of stuff out there. Loving the mini puff stuff. Huge mini puff fan, so that was great. They really hit that hard. They knew their audience. I mean, that shoulder buddy's amazing. These trap buckets, really cool. Something different. Last time for Afterlife, I think we got a mini puff popcorn bowl, and then all we got in the American market was the Recto one, or the Ecto one with the wearing on it. So that had the light up lights. That was pretty cool. But I know in some foreign markets there was like a No Ghost popcorn bucket. But as far as here, I think those were the only unique sort of merchandise we had at the time. I'll have to go back and check, but quite an expanse this time, and they were competitive to get. I mean, these things sold out immediately online. Oddly enough, a lot of the theaters just had them in stock though, so you could just showed up and got them. So I think it was just the fan base trying to buy it all up, either to keep or resell online, but you could still grab a lot of these. Even to this day, I'm still seeing them in the theaters. So a lot of stuff at Regal. You get the trap, you get the puffed dolls, these little containers, this here, and then this little bucket guy here. Cinemark also had the plushies as well, so you could grab these there. The trap with the energy field here, and then the sipper, those were AMC exclusives, so go check out your AMC. Call first, see if they have them before you run over there. But those were pretty nice to grab. And yeah, between those three theaters, Regal, Cinemark, and AMC, they really kind of just like won in terms of the movie crossover merchandise. It's becoming a big thing lately. A lot of movies are going to have that. You see Kung Fu Panda has it right now. You see Godzilla and King Kong have it right now. So there's a ton of movie merchandise. You get popcorn buckets, plushies, and a whole bunch of other things associated with the film right at the theater. So this is kind of a wrap of everything. You can see the Slimer popcorn buckets behind me, sort of flanking me. And then we had that Slimer plush I showed you as well. And that's sort of the totality of what is available. Just missing that second shoulder buddy and missing that other Ecto one popcorn bucket that we're not going to get for a while, but that should round out really what is out there. So yeah, a great collection of movie-themed items if you're a huge Ghostbusters fan and you wanted to keep some of these in your own little home theater or display in your room. Really fun, really nice stuff that's out there right now. So grab it before it's gone, before it ends up on eBay and you regret and you have to pay 10 times the amount to get it later. but there's just a lot of great stuff, a lot of variety out there. So that is all for our look at the movie merchandise part 2 roundup here for Frozen Empire. And that is all for Ghostbusters month. We are done. We made it through all Ghostbusters theme stuff. I love creating variety, but I really wanted to celebrate the film. It's also the 40th anniversary. We will have more Ghostbusters stuff this year. I will fill in, make good on my promise and bring the real Ghostbusters line with the rest of the figures and do a review on those. We're going to have those HasLab items if they ship out this year on time, so look for those later in the year for the 2 in the box set. And there's a Hasbro announcement coming as well, so we'll be checking that out. Yeah, it should be Saturday, I believe, so we'll give a roundup of those products. We don't know what to expect. It might be roleplay, it might be Plasma series coming back, it might be more classic Ghostbusters items. Who knows? We'll find out very soon. So we'll check that out. And then we're going to start with our regular reviews again next month, but it's mostly going to be Ninja Turtles because there was so much that came out this month. There were a ton of Last Ronin figures from NECA. There were Super 7 figures that came out. There were other movie-themed figures from NECA. There was stuff from Diamond Select Toys. Ton of Turtle stuff. And then we're going to throw some other things in there as well. But it's mostly going to be Turtles. There was just so much, and I really want to catch up on it and show everybody. And then we're going to have, forward, we're going to have some Transformer stuff. After that, we're going to have some Mega Man stuff. We're going to have a ton of other stuff after we get through our Turtles focus. So we're trying to get through the backlog. There's just a lot of stuff coming. So stay tuned for more variety again. It will all just be one thing. So after we clear through these backlogs, we'll be getting back to some of our fun pieces like our Movie Madness segment, our Then and Now segment, and then just a variety of what's new on shelves. So I hope you enjoyed this. This was really fun to grab and collect. It's going to be fun for me to set up a new display for this stuff. And yeah, it was great. I huge Ghostbusters fan again. Love seeing more Ghostbuster stuff, and hopefully the franchise sticks around for a while and we don't have another huge break between films. So hopefully you got a chance to see it, and you know, despite what some critics are panning against it, the audiences seem to enjoy it. So definitely go check it out. I think it's worth your time. That is all for this time. As always, like, subscribe, and follow, and we'll see you guys next time.